It's going down in Atlanta, Georgia. You're getting ready for the April 12th Passover, hosted by Commander Junior Hahn, you understand? So we're on our way out here to fly the whole Atlanta, let them know what is going down. So stay tuned. How we do it. The work don't stop. You understand? The work don't stop.
All day, every day.
People don't know, they're gonna know after tonight. That's right. When you say go, we say go. Pass, baby. Let's get it. No fighting, ain't no arguing, nothing like that. Nothing but love, right? So if y'all want to be part of that, see what it's all about? Both of y'all are invited to the pass. Okay? So just
Pastor Troy going all the way up with you, man. You already know. Friday, April 11th at the Atrium. Yeah, man. Doors open at 8 p.m. You already know. We're going from 8 p.m. to 2 a.m., man. You already know it's going all the way down. Your boy Pastor Troy, DJ Jelly performing live. And then we getting out there, man, Saturday, yeah, April 12th. It's going all the way down for the Passover. Yeah, man, you already know. At the Marriott Marquis downtown. Yeah, man, we're going from 5 p.m. to midnight. You already know. Hosted by Commander General Johanna. Your boy Pastor Troy going to be in the building, man. Y'all boys holler.
Welcome to Atlanta. Christ is Officer 5000, Jeremiah, the camp leader of Atlanta. Passover 2025, starting April the 9th, we got the lamb slaughter. April the 10th, we got General Muhammad's flag. April the 11th, we got the black party that's going to have the Hebrew graduation. April the 12th, in Atlanta, Georgia, the 56th annual Passover, the only Passover under Commander Junior Hahn.
Our great and holy King has honored us for turning our lives from the darkness to the light, man. There's no greater gift you can receive than to wake up to the truth and then commit your life to saving your brothers, man. Looking in their eyes and seeing their faces and seeing what they've suffered and what they've gone through and seeing the end of it, man. It is a guaranteed seat in the kingdom of heaven, man. So in the name of our King Yahushua, we dedicate us another Passover of brothers and sisters' lives being saved.
April the 13th, we got the Feast of Unleavened Bread. Shalom.
Hey, listen, brothers and sisters, man, if you like what you hear, hit the subscribe button, man. Subscribe to this channel. And also, please, go to ISUPK.com and pay your tithe. Drop me some cash so we can move around this planet like we need to, man, and do the things we need to do.
Everyone west. Everyone west. Everyone west.
Welcome to Atlanta. Christ is Officer 5000, Jeremiah, the camp leader of Atlanta. Passover 2025, Starting April the 9th, we got the lamb slaughter. April the 10th, we got General Muhammad's flag. April the 11th, we got the black party that's going to have the Hebrew graduation. April the 12th, in Atlanta, Georgia, the 56th annual Passover, the only Passover under Community Junior Honor.
Our great and holy King has honored us for turning our lives from the darkness to the light, man. There's no greater gift you can receive than to wake up to the truth and then commit your life to saving your brothers, man. Looking in their eyes and seeing their faces and seeing what they've suffered and what they've gone through and seeing the end of it, man. It is a guaranteed seat in the kingdom of heaven, man. So in the name of our King Yahushua, we dedicate us another Passover of brothers and sisters' lives being saved.
April the 13th, we got the Feast of Unleavened Bread. Shalom.
Fake love, real hate.
One West.
But we set apart, nigga.
They hate it when you up, but love it when you down. Love you when you dead, but hate you while you living. Only make a mention when it's beneficial. Oh, you can't keep it silent, I ain't fucking with you. Fuck a fake friend, show is over, close the curtain. Told you that they loved you, laughed at you when you was hurting. One thing about that UPK, this brotherhood for certain. Dress you up in all black, hurt you up to put that work in. Same niggas that was on the block putting that work in, abandon that lifestyle, cause now I know my purpose. Coming from a place where a black man life is worthless. 400 plus years, yeah, living out them curses. I blame the so-called leaders in the churches. Was supposed to save our soul, instead they led us to the hearses. Backstabbed and betrayed by the people you would die for. Your family ain't family, so-called friends switch sides on you. Crackers take a knee on your neck, whisper and die, boy. So I stay strapped with the Kaepernick, that's the firearm. Gotta watch your back, you know them demons out here lurking. If I don't know shit, then I know one thing for certain, look. They hate it when you up, but love it when you down. Love you when you dead, but hate you while you living. Only make a mention when it's beneficial. You can't keep it silent, I ain't fucking with you. They hate you when you up, but love it when you down. Love you when you dead, but hate you while you living. Only make a mention when it's beneficial. You can't keep it silent, I ain't fucking with you.
I say fuck the fake love and disloyal behavior. Brotherhood is a weapon, but bitch niggas is contagious. Hating your elevation instead of hitting the pavement. Watching your every move and never give motivation. Situational friendships get way with adversity. And these days just a little bit of your kindness a luxury. I'd rather you keep your distance, be a fuck nigga too close to me. Prefer to fuck with fear niggas than house niggas with notes on me. Get a shirt off my back for devoted niggas with loyalty. I noticed the lack of devoted niggas that's trustworthy if you ain't in no black. Ranked up, I give two fucks for free. Death before dishonor is a must. It ain't no choice from me, I'm bred different. Was never one to die, just bullshit, I'm very different. Fuck all the information out of pulpits, I'm led different. Been taught to follow a code. Israel law, statutes, commandments, freely given, never sold, nigga.
They hate it when you up, but love it when you down. Love you when you dead, but hate you while you living. Only make a mention when it's beneficial. You can't keep it silent, I ain't fucking with you.
hear me. Can't nobody hear me. Can't nobody hear me. You can probably hear me now. I bet we up live everywhere. Should be able to hear me just fine now. All right, most high crack the water for that awesome Tazakara. Yeah, I saw it was muted when I looked up, but I think I'm Tawab. Now everybody give me a 1 or 1W in the chat if you can hear me all right. If you can hear me all right, let me get a 1W in the chat. We get a 1W in the chat if you can hear me all right. Now wait to see if that comes in. Should be able to hear me all right by now. I hope. If not, I'll do a little reset. Let me get a 1W in the chat if you can hear me. All right, bet we got Aqua Therapy. Says she hear me loud and clear. Most Iron Christ. With that being said, clap it up. We are the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. Started out of 1 West, 125th Street out of Harlem, New York. And since 1969, we have been teaching the truth of this Bible, and that truth being that all so-called Blacks, Latinos, and Native American Indians are God's chosen people. The Israelites, who that book is about, who Moses led free up out of Egypt. You know what I'm saying? Well, the family where Christ come from. Pretty much everything that you've ever heard good in the world comes from us. All the stories that you heard come out of that Bible that's been attributed to everybody in every other nation, those are our stories. Those are our stories. Our history, our legacy didn't just start when we got off those slave ships. It started way before that, you know, and then we were people that kept very detailed records. And those records were stolen, bastardized, and other nations try to claim our identity. The biggest example of identity theft in the world is what happened to Blacks, Latinos, and Native American Indians. And we find that truth, though. We find our truth and get reconnected back to our identity and who we are through that Bible. And in that very same Bible, we learned that our oppressor, that colonizer, that slave master, the white man is the devil that the Bible speaks of. You know what I'm saying? Barakatah Yahweh, Yahweh shot for that. Because so many of our leaders are so spineless. So spineless, they have no day. Their only goals in life is to be a good lapdog for the oppressor. So they wouldn't dare tell you the truth. But since 1969, we have been the home of the truth. The home of the truth. We are not affiliated with any Christian organization. We're also not affiliated with any fake Israelite group. They got them little baby doll tassels on their shirt. Their leader is into all kinds of madness and nonsense and metrosexual borderline. Well, hell, I'm gonna call it what it is: LGBT activities. That ain't us. They ain't us. You know what I'm saying? And you are not in the truth. If it's not the ISUPK, the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, they are lying to you about something somewhere. You feel me? Something somewhere. You know what I'm saying? So the wild for everybody joining us tonight. We'll give a courtesy salute to all the brothers that may be watching. Yeah, about you, man. Shabbat to all the Akim out there that's watching. Give a courtesy salute to all the sisters, all the Akwafian that's out there. Yahweh Shemal, Latham Bashim Yahweh Shai. If this is your first time checking us out, you want to make sure you put your city name and state, your city and state. City name and state, you know what I'm saying, name and states, well, whatsoever, you know what I'm saying, in the chat, just so we know how to properly address you and make sure that you get credit, you know what I'm saying, for being in class tonight. So again, if it's your first time, put your city name and state in that chat so we know how to properly address you. You feel me? We are not the Christian church, so if you do have any questions, you know what I'm saying, by all means, let that be known. Any questions, comments, concerns, agreements, disagreements, whatsoever, go ahead and throw it in the chat. Now, tonight is the LaShawan Qadash class. The LaShawan Qadash class, even though we do classes every day, the LaShawan Qadash class, we do a little bit differently. There is a link. There's a link inside of the chat where you are able to join and come on screen. The LaShawan Qadash is the holy tongue. You know what I'm saying? That Qadash is holy. LaShawan is tongue, the holy tongue. You know what I'm saying? And the ancient language, the original. And so we come in here to practice how to read, write, speak the ancient, the Hebrew. And we learn the Assyrian and we learn the ancient as well. The Assyrian is an adaptation of the original, of the ancient, but we learn both because in any battle, in any type of warfare, good recon, you got to have good recon. You know what your enemy is up to, you know what I'm saying? Make you that much better, that much more apt as an opponent, you know what I'm saying, to them. And just to make sure we stay abreast on everything that's going on with our language and with the other people that have stolen our language, you know what I'm saying? So we learn both of them in here. So again, it's good if you're available to get on camera. Even if you can't get on, get on camera, just come in audibly so that we can hear you, you know what I'm saying? So again, the link is in the chat. And after a while, I'm going to bring up who we have backstage and we're going to get started. For the overachievers out there, you know what I'm saying? The overachievers out there. We're also going to, by the end of the class, we're going to be going over the scriptures. We're going to be going over for the Qadash Shabbat for tomorrow. We're going to be starting in Exodus chapter 12, verse 6. Exodus chapter 12, verse 6. We're going to start with our alphabet, or our base, that foundation, you know, those characters. A little bit different than the traditional alphabet you've learned underneath this oppressor. Reason being, our alphabet or our characters are pictorial, so they have more than one. They have multiple meanings. You know what I'm saying? Tonight it'd be a little bit more of a review to build off some of the things we've already learned. Last time I was in here, we went over body parts. We're going to do a little bit more of that tonight. Go into a little bit more detail with that tonight. Jump into a little bit of verbs and some conjugation, and we're going to get to them scriptures at the end. You know what I'm saying? So not too much of a crazy class tonight. After that, like I said, we're going to go ahead and get started. Get started with the alphabets, and we're going to go from there. So again, the water for everybody joining us. Oh, my bad, Salakia. See who all we got with us so far. We got my brother, Officer 500, Mataza Akara, checking in out of Chester, Virginia. You know what I'm saying? It's always good to have you in here out of one. You know what I'm saying? I'm a partner in crime. You know what I'm saying? So the water for having you up in here. We also got Aqua Tharapa in the building. You know what I'm saying? Yahweh Shema Alathan Ba'Shem Yahweh Shah. It's always good to see you as well, sis. I see you backstage, so I'll be bringing you up shortly. We also got Officer of 50, Yabakar in the building. You know what I'm saying? Officer of 50, Yabakar is in the building. Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah Brakatah, the UAP. You know what I'm saying? And again, congratulations. I can't say it enough. I'm proud of you, you know what I'm saying? Congratulations, you know what I'm saying, for you passing that test and joining these ranks. And if I'm not mistaken, gonna get your first taste of blazing on these damn devils tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Lord willing, we'll be out there blazing on these devils tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? So again, the one and congratulations, you know what I'm saying? To Officer 50 Yabakar. We got Princess Tazarah in the building. Yahweh Shema Lathan Ba'Shem Yahweh Shah. You know what I'm saying? It's good to see you, Princess. Always good to see you up in here. And we also got Aqua for Aya checking in. You know what I'm saying? The water for you joining us tonight. You know what I'm saying? And you, Tawab, you take your time. Ain't no rush. We ain't going nowhere. You know what I'm saying? Take your time. We're going to go over these characters. And then after that, you know what I'm saying? Again, we'll bring everybody up on stage who's here. And we're going to go from there. You know what I'm saying? The scriptures say, preach to the wind. The Most High told us to go out there and preach to the wind. And his word ain't going to come back in vain. You know what I'm saying? One of the most beautiful, one of the best things about the time that we're in. You don't have to go to the library and search through a gang of books. You have information readily at your fingertips. And these classes that we put on every day, you can go right online. You can go right online, whatever social media platform you're more accustomed to, you can find it. You feel me? So that truth ain't that hard to find if you're looking for it. You know what I'm saying? So again, we're gonna get it on. We're gonna go from there. We'll have a good class tonight, Lord willing. All right, so let's get started with these characters. And if you see up in that top left hand, that top right hand corner, you will see that little QR code. That QR code right there is for the Passover. If you haven't already, the Lord's 56 Passover is approaching very, very, very fast, very fast. You know what I'm saying? It's approaching very fast. So if you haven't already, you can actually scan that to go ahead and pay them Passover fees. If you haven't already, make sure you pay that Passover fee. You feel me? You're ready to roll. And like I said, that Passover is not a suggestion. It's not Esau's holidays. You know what I'm saying? It's what the Lord commanded us to come and do. You feel me? And so it's a beautiful thing that Johanna's has been held the fort down this long. And we coming up on our 56, the Lord's 56th Passover. So you know what I'm saying? So if you haven't already, make sure you pay that Passover fee. You feel me? All right, with that being said, let's go ahead and get to these characters, and we're gonna go from there. So first up, go. All right, let's make it a little bit. No, I don't want to make it that big. So like, yeah, bear with me. Make sure I get it how I want it. Okay, that's a little better. All right, I can live with that. That's a little better. I can live with that. All right, Most High Christ. All right, so we're going to go over to Salaki. We got also Aqua Ana. Yahweh Shema Lathan Bashim Yahweh Shadi you Aqua. I see you checking in the class, Most High Christ. All right. We're going to go ahead and get started. All right, our first character is going to be Ah. You have Ah on your left in the ancient, and you have Ah on your right in the Assyrian. Now that Ah stands for, that's what I'm missing. Hold on. For Allah, or cattle. Stands for Allah or cattle. We are people specialized, originators of agriculture and things of that nature. So you're going to see in our characters and a lot of even when you're reading the Bible, a lot of the metaphors and the metaphors and the similes and so forth are going to be centered around agriculture or husbandry. You feel me? So again, that Ah stands for Allah or cow. You know what I'm saying? You have Ah on your left in the ancient, and you have Ah on your right in the Assyrian. And again, we learn both. We learn the ancient and we learn the Assyrian. When you're reading that Bible, if you are reading it and having a Hebrew edition, it's going to be in that Assyrian that you're going to find it in. So that's why it's very important that we go over both of them so that we know them. One thing that you will find, out very quick, even outside of the truth, but just a general war tactic from Esau concerning Blacks, Latinos, and Native American Indians. They are very quick to attack your intelligence. They are very quick to attack the way that you talk, your intellect, the way that you express yourself. You know what I'm saying? It's a way that it's an old dirty trick that they've used, you know what I'm saying, for so long to try to make it seem like they're so much better than you. And to a certain extent, it's work. A lot of our people, especially if they're not in here, have a complex where they feel like the oppressor is better than them. They pronounce words better than them. They read better than them. You know what I'm saying? Not realizing that's just a result of having more access to resources. That's just a result of being in control and being in charge and setting your own rules and regulations and so forth. And so we'll look down on ourselves, not realizing that we were the original geniuses on the planet. You know what I'm saying? We were the engineers and the scientists, you know what I mean? That was us. That's us, you know what I mean? So again, don't if this is your first time, or maybe you're watching and you just haven't, really stepped out to the forefront with this LaShawan Qadash, don't ever let them intimidate you. Don't ever let them take away who the Most High made us and made you to be. You feel me? And all it takes is just that reawakening. One thing you'll find about the Akim and Akwathian in here, they had to come in here to shed. They had to come in here to shed that old man, that old woman. And when you shed that old man, that old woman, you start to become who the Lord wants you to be. You will surprise yourself. You know what I'm saying? You will surprise yourself. So again, we learned the ancient and we learned the Assyrian in here. All right. We also got Azaraka in the building. You know what I'm saying? Yahweh Shema Shemi Yahweh Shah. Rib of Officer 50 Yabak. I love her. She changed it up in the title, got it in all caps. Most High Christ, you know what I'm saying? Most High Christ. All right. You feel me? I can't wait to see everybody. Again, we all get together again. We got Passover coming up, so y'all make sure y'all get ready. Make sure y'all get ready. Y'all ready. Y'all pay them Passover fees and so forth. Damn right, Aqua Fry. You know what I'm saying? Look, she done switched the title up and everything. I read Officer Yabakaz. He got it in lowercase. You know what I'm saying? Aqua Azaraka said, hell nah. She made sure. You gonna see that. You know what I'm saying? Most High Christ. I love that. You know what I'm saying? Most High Christ. Our families last forever in here. You know what I'm saying? It lasts forever in here, just like the Lord intended them to. All right, the next one is going to be Ba. It's going to be Ba. You have Ba on your left in the ancient, and you have Ba on your right in the Assyrian. And that Ba stands for Bayath. Bayath or tent. You know what I'm saying? Bayath or tent. All right. The next one is going to be the Ga. It's going to be Ga. You have Ga on your left in the ancient, and you have Ga on your right in the Assyrian. And that Ga stands for Gamal or camel. Gamal or camels. Like me. Get myself together. So shit, I got a replacement coming for it. Yeah. All right, Gamal or camel. All right. Next up is going to be the Da. It's going to be the Da. You have Da on your left in the ancient, and you have Da on your right in the Assyrian. And that Da stands for Dalath or door. If we were living in a tent, that door will be in the shape, you know what I'm saying, of that triangle. And that's the Da. You know what I'm saying? You'll see on the side of my shield, on the side of my crown, Salakia, that Dawa Da. That's right there. That's the Dawa Da. And all that is King David's signature and signet. You feel me? So that's the Dawa Da that we wear. The oppressor, the imposter, you know what I'm saying, has stolen that was in the Bible called the Holy Seal of Zion. You feel me? The Holy Seal of Zion, and they've tarnished it, but we giving it that luxury, that luster that the Lord wanted to have on it. We're bringing back that honor that the Lord, you know what I'm saying, wanted to have on it. You know what I mean? When you see it, you feel me? And that's so again, that's the Dawa Da. That's the Dawa Da. It's not a star. The sun is a star. It's a ball of gas. That's what a star is. It's not a star. It's the shield, the Magan Dawa Da, the shield of David. All right. We get that from the Da right here. All right. Next up is going to be the Ha. You have Ha on your left in the ancient. Then you have Ha on your right in the Assyrian. Ha stands for Hana or behold. Hana or behold. All right. Next up, it's going to be the Wa. It's going to be the Wa. You have Wa on your left in the ancient. Then you have Wa on your right in the Assyrian. And Wa stands for fish hook. All right, for fish hook. Now, I've never really been fishing before, but I've seen hooks. And that's what that symbol that you see, that's supposed to be similar to what a fish hook would look like, you know. So Y or fish hook. All right, next up is going to be the Zah. It's going to be the Zah. You have Zah on your left in the ancient. Then you have Zah on your right in the Assyrian. And that Zah stands for Zion or what? Like with all of these characters, you know what I'm saying, give you a glimpse into our culture and to our heritage. I watched, I don't know if y'all watched the State of the Union or the Congressional Joint address where they all came together and Trump got out there and spoke. And there was a one point in it, you know what I'm saying? I think like 4 minutes into it, Congressman Al Green jumped up and was like, "This ain't right." You know what I'm saying? You ain't got no mandate to get rid of Medicaid or cut Medicaid, and they walked him out of there. Well, today, or either yesterday or today, they did what they call a censure, kind of like a reprobate. You know what I'm saying? A reprimand. You know, Salakia, for him standing up and disrupting the event. And what's so crazy about it, his own people, our own Democrats, you know what I'm saying, voted against it as well because they say this ain't how you're supposed to fight. He should have more decorum. And that same Christian philosophy that's infected our doggone people, that same Martin Luther King, we shall overcome, I have a dream spirit is so attached to our people that was too much fighting. That was too much fighting. And even though it wasn't real fighting, it wasn't fighting enough, because we never fool yourself to think that we're going to be free by politics. Politics isn't going to free us. You feel me? No congressman is going to come and going to free us. We have a king. We have a king that's going to liberate the children of Israel. You feel me? But it's just an example of how we've lost so much of our way that we don't even fight anymore. But we'll fight each other, but we won't fight that oppressor. We won't fight the real enemy. You know what I'm saying? So Zah or Zion or weapon. Zion or weapon. Next up is going to be the Ha. I think I said that right there. Sometimes I can write the Ha. You know, so you have Ha on your left in the ancient, and Ha. See, there you go. Ha on your right in the Assyrian. And that stands for Hawama'ah, or fence in the Hebrew. All right, Hawama'ah, or fence in the Hebrew. In Jeremiah 14:2, it says the gates thereof languish. You know what I'm saying? And that gate or that Hawama'ah, that fence, is that protection. That gate is to keep certain things out and to keep us inside. You feel me? And that gate, though, that protection, we're lacking in that protection. We don't have that protection anymore. Everybody can pretend to be us, take from us, do us any kind of way, unalive us and get out. You know, they're talking about giving Chauvin, Derek Chauvin a pardon right now. And I think he might mess around and get it. I think they talking about giving him a pardon. It was just an officer in Virginia. You know what I'm saying, to unalive the brother in Fairfax for stealing some sunglasses. You know what I'm saying? And shot him in the back as he was running away, but the police lied and said he was in fear of his life, even though he's running away. And when they asked him, did he have a weapon? Well, I don't know. I didn't want to take the chance, but yet and still you were in fear of your life. And he actually ended up getting like 3 years, which was a slap on the wrist for taking a brother's life. Well, the governor of Virginia, you know, came out of nowhere like Batman. And pardoned. So now he's going free. We only get real justice. We're only going to get real justice from coming back to these laws, statutes, and commandments, reclaiming our heritage and our culture, and coming back to following the laws, statutes, and commandments of the Most High. All right. Next up is going to be the Ta. Ta. You have Ta on your left in the ancient, then you have Ta on your right in the Assyrian. And that Ta stands for Tanah, or basket. Tanah, or basket or your store. We're supposed to have our own stores. I think eggs right now on the average is like $10, depending on where you at. I think it's like, and then in some places it's even higher than that, $12, $13 for a dozen or for 18 eggs. You feel me? And if we didn't have to rely on that oppressor, we wouldn't have to worry about that. But we do, and this is why we're in a predicament that we're in. And this is also why you are in here. This is also why you in here, so we can bring that madness to an end. All right. Next up. I don't think I like that, but it's all right to whistle a while. Next up is going to be. I'll work on that later. Yah. You have Yah on your left in the ancient, and you have Yah on your right in the Assyrian. And that Yah stands for Yad or hand. Yad or hand. All right. You will hear us a lot when we say Yad Yamata. And that's hands down. Yad Yamata. Hands, Yad Yam, Mata, down. Yad Yamata. All right. Next up is going to be the Ka. Now, this is going to be the first one. It's going to be a little bit different as far as the Assyrian. Reason being, this one has two characters in the Assyrian. It has two characters in that Assyrian. So on your left, you have the Ka in the ancient, and on your right, you have the Ka in the Assyrian. And that Ka that's in the Assyrian, the one on the topic that you will use anywhere inside of a word, except if it falls at the very end of that word. If it falls at the end of that word, you're going to use the Ka where that red arrow is pointing to it. All right, you will use the one where that red arrow is pointing to it. And Ka stands for cop or palm. Cop or palm. All right. Roll on down. Next up is going to be the La. It's going to be the La. You have La on your left in the ancient, and you have La on your right in the Assyrian. And La stands for Lamad or learn. Lamad or learn. All right. Next up is going to be the Ma. You have Ma on your left in the ancient, and you have Ma on your right in the Assyrian. And that Ma on your right in the Assyrian has two characters, just like the Ka we just saw. And where that red arrow is pointed at, that's going to be the Ma that falls at the end of a word. And that word Ma stands for Mayam. Mayam or water. Mayam or water. All right, next up is going to be the Na. You have Na on your left in the ancient. Then you have Na on your right in the Assyrian. And that Na on your right in the Assyrian stands for Salaki. That Na on your right in the Assyrian, where that red arrow is pointing at, that's going to be the Na you would use at the end of a word. And Na stands for Nawan. Nawan or sprout. Nawan or sprout. Very soon, we're going to start to see the trees, Nawan or sprout. You know what I'm saying? The trees and the bushes and the grass and all this will start to sprout and come back, because this is when it's actually the new year. The year has begun again. Unlike the oppressor, unlike Esau, who claims or lies and says that the new year, the brand new year, is in the middle of winter when everything is still dying and dead, you know what I'm saying, and cold. But again, that's the oppressor, not the smartest, you know what I'm saying. They ain't the brightest light bulb, you know what I'm saying. The box they didn't gain their power because of how smart they were. They didn't gain their position over us because of their wisdom. They are only in the position that they are in because of our disobedience to the Most High. And once you realize that, you lock in on that, you realize that, you know what I'm saying, we have the power. The Most High gives us the power and the ability to change all of that. And everything that's inside of that Bible is true. And the reason why your life been going the way it's been going, because you've been listening to people who didn't know what they were reading when they were reading that Bible. You were listening to people who put all their faith and their stock in people that weren't wise and weren't smart, but they were brutal. You know what I'm saying? So we become fearful of that oppressor when we should be fearing the Most High. All right, next up is Sa. You have Sa on your left in the ancient. You have Sa on your right in the Assyrian. And that Sa stands for Samak or establish. Samak or establish. All right. Next up is going to be the I. You have I on your left in the ancient. Then you have I on your right in the Assyrian. And I stands for Ayan or I. Ayan or I. Right there. All right. Next up is going to be the Pa. You have Pa on your left in the ancient. And you have Pa on your right in the Assyrian. I wonder. I ain't gonna mess with it right now. Pa on your right in the Assyrian. And that Pa on your right in the Assyrian has two characters. Where that red arrow is pointing at, that's going to be the Pa that you will use at the end of a word. All right, at the end of a word. And Pa stands for mouth. For mouth. Pa stands for mouth. Sister Agua, when we were learning body parts, we learned mouth. You want to know how you say shut. And that's cigar. Cigar, how to say shut your mouth. You know what I'm saying? But these other fake Israelite groups and these fake religious, these religious leaders, and that's a lesson that they need to learn. They need to learn how to shut their mouths. All right, next up is going to be the Tazah. It's going to be the Tazah. You have Tazah on your left in the ancient. And then you have Tazah on your right in the Assyrian. That Tazah on your right in the Assyrian has two characters where that red arrow is pointing at. That's going to be the Tazah you will see. If it's at the end of a word, that's going to be the Tazah you will see if it's at the end of a word. All right. Next up, we got Akwav Tower Bob in the building. Yahweh Shamal down by Shem Yahweh Shah. Akwav Tower Bob checking in. Osiris Christ. Always good to have you in here, Akwav. One of the Hebrew scouts. You know what I'm saying? Mosiah Christ. Always good to have you up in here, Akwav. All right. Where is I'm looking at? All right, so next up, it's going to be the Qua. It's going to be the Qua. You have Qua on your left in the ancient, and then you have Qua on your right in the Assyrian. That Qua stands for Quam or rise. Quam or rise. All right. Next up is going to be the Ra. You have Ra on your left in the ancient, and you have Ra on your right in the Assyrian. And Ra stands for Ra'ash, Ra'ash or head. Ra'ash or head. All right. Next up is the Shah. Next up is the Shah. You have Shah on your left in the ancient. Then you have Shah on your right in the Assyrian. And Shah stands for Shan or tooth. Shan or tooth. All right. And last but not least is the Tha. Last but not least is the Tha. You have Tha on your left in the ancient. Then you have Tha on your right in the Assyrian. All right. And that Tha stands for Thaw or mark. Thaw or mark. All right. And if we don't have any questions about those, we're going to move right into our prepositions and so forth. So let me stop that. Come back over here. All right, so what I want to share next, so what we want to do next is going to be, let's do the prepositions. Yeah, we do the prepositions next. All right, so we're going to do our prepositions next. I'm going to make this a little bit bigger. All right, here we go. All right, so next up, we're going to do our prepositions. All right, so our prepositions go before a root word. So they're going to go in front of their root word. An example that I always like to give is in the name. In the name. In the name. The example that I always like to give is in the name. Because that's something that we always say when we say the salute or we say the prayers and we say Ba Hashem. All right, when we say Ba Hashem, that is in Ba is in, Ha is the, and Sham is name. I think it's one of the best examples. I think it's one of the best examples of the prepositions I actually utilize in the prepositions. All right. So if it's 2 or 4 that we're trying to say, that's going to be la. And you will see that a lot when we're reading the Bible. And a lot of the words that we're reading, you'll see that 2. You'll see that la, the la in front of that word. All right. If it's like or as, it's going to be ka. All right, if it's cause or sake, it would be sha. And if it's from, if you want to say from, and you would use the word ma. You would use ma before that root word. If you want to use he, it will be ya. You would use ya before that root word. Again, just like in the example I gave, and Ba Hashem, that would be the. Or that would be ha. That would be ha before that root word. And in would be ba before that root word. All right. To indicate and, that would be wa. To indicate and, that would be wa. To say I or I am, that would be I. All right, and to indicate do, that would be da. That would be da. All right, now we want to make a word, change it to the future tense of that word. We would just add tha. We would add tha to the beginning of that word to change it to the future tense of that word. All right. So for example, the word what to go, halak, it would be tha halak. Tha halak, going. All right. All right, so if we don't have any questions about that, we're gonna go ahead and stop that. And let me stop that screen. And then we're gonna get ready to bring up that was our prepositions. We're gonna go ahead and do our suffixes. Let's get ready to bring those up. All right. Let's do our suffixes next. All right, so these are very important, especially when we are conjugating it. We're putting we're actually taking those words that we learned, those root words, those nouns, those verbs, and we're putting them together. All right, I see you back there. Aqua around. We'll bring you up in a second. Most High in Christ. She says she ready to get it in. Most High in Christ. She ready to get it in. All right, but those these suffixes are very important. Reason being, this is how we're going to put those together and start actually making sentences and making words and so forth. All right. So me or my, that would be ya. That would be ni ya. Now, one of the words that I gave an example was name. Name is Sham. So if I was to say my name, I would say Shamya. If I were to say your name, I would say Shamka. All right. All right. If I was to say his name, he or his name, that would be Shamwa. If I was to say her name, she or hers, her name, that would be Shamha. All right. And if I was to say our name, like our name is Yasharala, or our name is Israel, that would be Shamnau. Shamnawa. Shamnawa Yasharala. Our name is Israel. All right. I'm talking to a group of brothers, trying to tell them, look, y'all are Israel. You know what I'm saying? Y'all are Israelites. I would say Shamkam Yasharala. That's saying y'all name is Israel, talking to a group of brothers. All right. And if it's a group of sisters, and I'm trying to convince them of who they are, I'm saying, y'all, I'm talking to them, I would say Shamkan. Y'all name, Shamkan Yasharala. Y'all name is Israel. Talking to that group of sisters. All right. To indicate their or them in the masculine, that would be ma. That would be ma. So if I was to say that was their name for a group of brothers would be Shamma. Shamma. All right. For a group of sisters, it would be Shamna. All right. And so that's how you would those are the suffixes that you would use to indicate, you know what I'm saying, him, them, I, you, and so forth. All right. Or you or yours or he or his. All right. So let me stop this one. All right. And we got Akwaf Dabara in the building. Yahweh Shai. Good to have you in the building. Good to have you with us. All right. We got one more. I want to go over subject pronouns. We're going to go over subject pronouns. And then we're going to get ready to get it on. It's at 7:56. We're at the midway mark. Let's go ahead. We're going to do that on the subject pronouns. Do a little intermission, and then I'm going to go ahead and bring everybody up that I have backstage. All right. All right. So let me come back here. We're going to do one more. We're going to do the subject pronouns. The subject pronouns. All right, so these are our subject pronouns. All right, these are our subject pronouns. All right, so if I'm trying to say I or I am, I'm going to say Anya. Yeah, those are very important to know, again, especially what we're getting ready to have come up next. If I'm going to say I or I am, I'm going to say Anya. All right, if I'm going to say you, I would say Atha. He would be Hawa'a. She will be Haya'a. And we will be a Naknawa. You or you all in the masculine will be a thumb. All right. You or you all in the feminine will be a thun. All right. They in the masculine will be hum. And they in the feminine plural will be han. All right. So again, now that's going to come into play in a little bit because we're going to do a little bit of conjugation tonight. We're going to do a little bit of conjugation tonight. You're going to probably add maybe one or two verbs that you haven't seen. I think the other verbs that I bring up, you've already seen or utilized before. And we're just going to try to put them in use a little bit. So it won't be a too intricate or too difficult class tonight. And then we're going to get on, like I said, to Exodus chapter 12 and verse 6. So let me stop this. We're going to do a small little intermission, give everybody else time to get in here. And when I come back, I'm going to bring everybody up on stage. It's backstage, and we're going to go from there. So with that being said, y'all know we got it coming up very soon. The Lord's 56 Passover. Make sure if you haven't already, in that top right-hand corner, you can scan that QR code to pay your Passover fee. And this is a little taste of it right here.
Welcome to Atlanta. Price is Officer 5000, Jeremiah, the camp leader of Atlanta. Passover 2025, starting April the 9th, we got the lamb slaughter. April the 10th, we got General Muhammad's flag. April the 11th, we got the Black Party that's going to have the Hebrew graduation. April 12th in Atlanta, Georgia, the 56th annual Passover, the only Passover under Community Junior Honor.
Our great and holy King has honored us for turning our lives from the darkness to the light, man. There's no greater gift you can receive than to wake up to the truth and then commit your life to saving your brothers, man. Looking in their eyes and seeing their faces and seeing what they've suffered and what they've gone through and seeing the end of it, man. It is a guaranteed seat in the kingdom of heaven, man. So in the name of our King Yahushua, we dedicate us another Passover of brothers and sisters' lives being saved.
April the 13th, we got the Feast of Unleavened Bread.
Shalom.
Hey, Shalom. Hey, Shalom. Hey, yo, you heard about the concert going on in April?
Concert in April, man. Oh, man. What concert, man?
Oh,
That shit
man,
be
you
lit,
know,
ain't it?
yeah, it's gonna be lit, man. Everybody's supposed to be there, you know.
Really?
Yeah.
Man, I've been trying to dig on say Passover, man. That's
Passover?
lit, yeah.
Passover. What's
Yeah.
Passover?
Man, that's lit, man. Every year, man. You know what I'm saying? All the brothers and sisters, they get together, man. And they come together, and you know, and it's a commandment by the Lord that we're supposed to do. So I'm trying to make sure my money right for that. It's gonna be in Atlanta, so you know Atlanta's gonna be lit. They got April 9th, you know what I'm saying? They got the lamb slaughter where they slaughtering the lamb. April 10th is when they got the all black party. Come on, man. Then April 11th, that's the Friday with Jimmy High.
So lock, yeah, we back. They ain't playing on the big screen like I wanted to be. That's Officer Yabakad, Officer Shamaga. I wanted it to be bigger. I'm gonna work on that so y'all can see them and check out their acting skills. They got. But let's see who all we got up in here with us tonight. Again, this is the LaShawan Qadash class. We got Aqua Thara Pa'a in the building. Shalom, Aqua. Can you hear me?
Can you hear me, sir?
I can hear you. I sure can.
I can't hear you, sir, because you
Okay. All right. So hold on. Let me see what's going on.
other classes.
Can everybody else hear me? Or is it just Aqua Tharapod that can't hear me? Can everybody else hear me? Let me get a 1 in the chat if everybody else can hear me. All right. It might be your screen Aqua Tharapod, so you might want to go out and come back in if you can't hear me. You should be able to hear me now. All right, you should be able to hear me now. All right, we got Aqua Taza Ride, Princess Taza Ride in the building.
Shalom, Yahushua, Shemi Yahushua.
What's going on? Shalom, Yashima, Shemi Yahushua. Good to see you, Princess. Good to see you. We got ones in here. So yeah, it might be Aqua Thara Pa'a. You may need to go out and come back in. All right. We also got Aqua Ana in the building.
Shalom, Yahushua, Shemi Yahushua.
Shalom, Yashima, Shemi Yahushua. You have a beautiful house in the background.
Thank you.
Look, we be having meetings. I'll put that on mine sometime. Like, yeah, I'm living good back here, living good in the virtual world. Yeah, man.
Yes, sir.
You all right?
I decorated myself.
I see. Got you look master grand piano on the back. You know, that was up. You doing all right tonight? All right, most high Christ. All right, can you hear me now?
Sir.
Oh, most high Christ. How you doing? Shalom, Yahshua, Bashim Yashah.
Shalom Yahweh Bashim Yahweh.
Try one more time.
Shalom Yahweh Bashim Yahweh.
All right, so Shalom, Shamar.
Shalom Yahweh. Shamar Allah.
There you go. Most high Christ. Shema Bashim Yahweh. Most high Christ. Azariah said fancy. So you living real good over there. Most high Christ. Most high Christ. Take your time, Aqua. I heard you got heavy foot, so you know you take your time. Don't be rushing. All right. So tonight, like I said, we're gonna we went over body parts last time we were in here. I want to make sure we got a good foundation with that. I'm gonna add a couple of more verbs that maybe we can use when describing or talking about body parts and so forth. You know, and we're gonna go from there. So it won't be a heavy class. It won't be a real heavy class tonight. But again, just kind of adding to our mental Rolodex, getting that stronger, and going from there. All right. So what we're gonna start with first, we're gonna just do a little bit of review of what we went over last week. So we'll have that in mind. And then we're going to add some verbs to it. That we can use, some verbs, some adjectives. You know what I'm saying? And then we're going to go from there. Maybe add a little, maybe do a little past tense with them. Do a little review on the past tense, adding it with it as far as conjugating. Well, Ryan said she ain't got no heavy football. Sorry, crap. No, I used to. I done slowed down a whole lot when I be driving. Seems like every time I got time, people running into me. So I'll slow down a lot when I be driving now, man. All right, so let's go over some of the words that we went over last week. What I'm going to do is just call on everybody, have everybody kind of read them out. So we'll just get a little bit of practice of saying it. We're going to go from there again. We're going to keep it fairly simple tonight. And we can go from the matter of fact, what we'll do is to kind of even speed it up. We'll all just say them together. We're going to say them all together. All right. So if everybody could just come off mute if you can. We're going to start with head. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say head. I'm going to say it. I'm going to count to 3. We all going to say it together. And then I might, do a little deviation with it individually. That makes sense. It'll make sense after we get through it the first time. All right. So our first word is going to be our first body part we're going to go over. It's going to be head. This is one that we always go over when we're going over the characters in the beginning of the class. And the way that you would pronounce that would be Ra'ash. All right. It would be Ra'ash. All right. So on the count of 3, we're all going to say it together. 1, 2, 3. Ra'ash.
Ra'ash.
1, 2, 3. Ra'ash.
Ra'ash.
All right. So Princess Tazarah, how would you say my head?
Yeah. Asha.
Rasha, most high Christ. All right. Princess Aqua Tazarah, how would you say your head?
Say that again, sir.
How would you say your head?
My head is
So if my head is Ra'ashya, how would you say your head?
I'm beautiful.
You got it. So let's break it all the way down like a scripture. All right. So let's get that mind right. Like we just went over when we went over the prefix before, right? Well, I'm sorry, the suffix before. My is ya, right? To indicate my, it would be ya, right? So if I want to indicate you or your, it would be ka, right? So that would be ka. So now that you know in that, how would you say your head? We're gonna start with the root word, and the root word is gonna be what?
I know this on the top of my head.
Okay, you got it. Take your time. Ra'ash, yep. The root word is gonna be Ra'ash. And now we want to make it, now we want to say your head. So we're going to add that ka to it. So you put them together and what you got? You was just about to say it. Go and say it again. You got it. There you go. Most side Ra'ash ka. Ra'ash ka is how you say your head. Good job. Good job. Good job. All right. Aqua for 9. How would you say our head?
Yarash Nawa.
Ra'ash Nawa. That makes sense? Most side correct. All right, Raj now. All right, most side correct. And so we're gonna do the same thing with the rest of them. We might add make it a little bit different. I can't say like add with your head plural, because you know you only got one head. You feel me? So our next one is gonna be hands. Let me put a little space in that because it looks a little. That's better. All right, so our next one is going to be hands. All right, or hand or hands. We're going to start with hand, singular. All right, so that word for hand is yad. That word for hand is yad. Let me hold on. All right, that's better. I think. Hopefully that didn't confuse nobody. Hopefully that doesn't confuse anybody. So that word for hand is going to be this one right here. It's going to be yad. All right, hand is yad. All right. And so on the count of 3, we're going to say it all together. All right. So 1, 2, 3, yad.
Yad.
All right. 1, 2, 3, yad.
Yad.
All right, most high Christ. Now we know what that root word is. We know that root word is yad now, right? All right, so Princess Tazara, how would you say my hand?
Yad.
Yeah, okay. How would you say your hand?
Yad ka.
All right, good job. Give her a hand.
But I have
all right. Now, how would you say my hand?
So I could say, what did you say, sir?
All right, so how would you say my hand?
All right. Well, hold on 1 second, sir.
We got Aqua for Aya joining us.
Shalom Yahweh Shema Alathon Ba'Shem Yahweh Shah.
Shalom Yahweh Shema Alathon Ba'Shem Yahweh Shah. How are you doing tonight?
I'm Twab, making it.
All right. I know you've been in there busy, printing it out, getting everything ready for the Passover. All right, most side Christ. All right, Aqua Tharapah, you ready? Okay, I think she has a call she on. Okay. All right, no sweat. Hold on.
So like here, sir. I'm back, sir.
All right, Most High Christ. So how would you say my hand?
Your hand. Do I say the ancient or Yad?
You got Yad.
Yada. No, so like this.
Well, Yad is going to be a hand, right? And remember, we want to say my. I want to say my. That's going to be Yad. You would add Yad. So how would you say my hand? What's your root word?
Yad.
Yad, 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 yad. So you would say my hand. All right. So how would you say your hand?
My hand is.
So my hand, if you got it, if my hand is yad, yad, what would your hand be?
I know this one on my top of my head, but I don't.
It's gonna be the same way you did it before. So what's your root word?
Yad.
Yad. All right. And so how would I say your? Your is gonna be what? Ka, right? All right. So if you put those together,
Yad.
you got it. Just got to say it. You got it. You got it.
I don't want to say yad.
That's all right. That's the thing about like learning, right? Even if you say it wrong, that's fine because that's how you learn. So there's nothing wrong. If you say it wrong, that's cool. We're gonna correct it and we will get it right. So there's nothing wrong with that. But part of you trusting yourself, right? That's what's gonna make it stick. So you know it. So if yad is how you would say my hand, right? And yah is my, how would you say your hand? And your is ka. So you would say yad. You just said
is Yad.
Yad ka. Most High Christ. Yes. See, you just gotta trust yourself. So my hand would be yad yah. If I say your hand, it would be yad ka. Yeah. Good job. Good job. Good job. Good job. We got Aqua Dabara in the building. What's going on? Yeah, shalom. Y'all shalom. Bashim Yavashah.
Shalom, Yahweh Shema, Alatham, Bashim, Yahweh Shah.
Most High Christ. Most High Christ. I be thinking, you and Aqua Fry be cutting class together because she popped on and you popped on right behind her. You know what I'm saying? Can't fool me.
Sir.
Most High Christ. Good to have you here with us. You know what I'm saying? And, give Aqua Tawabaf a hand as well. She was helping you out in the chat. Aqua Tawabaf saying Yad Ka. Aqua for Aya, Aqua Daparaz right on time. All right, so I'm gonna start with Aqua Ana. Aqua Ana. So if Yad is how you say hand, right? How would you say my hands? My hands.
Would it be Yad Yam Ya?
Yad Yam Yam. Most High Christ. Most High Christ. Give her a hand. And the goal overall, eventually, we're gonna start doing these classes. We're gonna get to a point, hopefully, Lord willing, where we able to do the class and speak all in Hebrew. And everybody gonna know what everybody's saying. So that's what we're working toward. We're gonna get there. I don't know how long it's gonna be. Hopefully, we're gonna get there before Christ get here. But we're gonna get there. We're gonna get there. So good job, Aqua for now. Aqua for Aya. How would you say your hands? How would you say your hands?
So like it, sir. Yad Yam Ka.
Yad Yam Ka. Okay, most high correct. Most high correct. Most high correct. All right. Aqua Dabara. How would you say hands down? Wasn't expecting that one. She wasn't expecting that one. That's all right. You get it. You get it. You get it. You get it. Now we say it all the time when we're in class, when we're doing Avodah Shabbat, you will hear us say Yayim Matah. And that's saying hands down. So Matah is how you would say down. So how would you say hands down?
Salakia, would it be Yad Yamata?
Yad Yamata. We just be saying it so fast sometimes it sounds like Yad Yamata. It comes out real fast, but that's what we're saying though. Yad Yamata. Most High Christ. Most High Christ. Most High Christ. Y'all all did a great job with that one. Y'all all give yourself a hand. Most High Christ. All right, let's go to the next one. Let's go to the next one. What else we got next? All right, next up is going to be here. All right, it's going to be here. All right. And so what we're going to do, I'm going to say it, then we're going to count to three. We're all going to say it together. All right, we're all going to say it together. So here is Sha'ir. All right, Sha'ir. 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 I'm making sure I say it right first. Sha'ir. Sha'ir. All right. So on count, so you would say Sha'ir. We're gonna say it on the count of three. 1, 2, 3. Sha'ir.
Sha'ir.
1, 2, 3. Sha'ir.
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 All right, let's Christ. We're gonna start with Aqua Dabara. How would you say my here?
Sha'ir Ya.
Sha'ir Ya. Most High Christ. Give a hand. All right, Aqua Ra'aya. How would you say your here?
Sha'ir Ka.
Sha'ir Ka. Most High Christ. All right, Aqua Ana. How would you say our here?
Sha'ar Nawa.
Sha'ar Nawa. Okay. All right. Aqua Thara Pa'a. It's gonna be a tricky one. All right. How would you say? Well, that's how you say here. You're right, Sha'ar. That's how you say here. So that's your root word. Now, how would you say his here?
I'm blind, so
that's all right. I'm a little blind myself sometimes. So now for his, right? For his, that suffix for his is Y. And Aquafra, the scripture is going to be Exodus chapter 12, verse 6 is where we're going to be starting at. Exodus chapter 12, verse 6. Then we left off at verse 5 last week. All right. So again, so Aquafra, so the root word would be Sha'ir. That's going to be here, right? And to indicate his would be Y. Right? So how would you say his here? If you was talking about that son of yours, that big son of yours, how would you say his here?
his.
So what's our root word?
Sha'ir.
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 All right. And how would we say we or his? What word would we use for his? It would be Y.
Y.
Yep, that's it, just Y. So now how would you say his hair? You got help in the chat if you need it. You know, they always help. You know, I watch Tower by. If she ain't on that screen, she gonna be in there helping. You know what I'm saying? You know, y'all got
Shawa.
Shawa. Good job. Most High Christ. Give up. Shawa. All right. Princess Tazarai, you next. How would you say her here?
Sha'ar Ha.
Sha'ar Ha. Most High Christ. Y'all make it easy. Y'all making it too easy. You're making it look too easy. Most High Christ. All right. right, let's go. All right, so what we got next? What we got next? All right, so next up is going to be foot. All right, it's going to be foot. All right, so we're going to, again, we'll count to 3. We're all going to say it together. All right, the way you say it's going to be regard. Regard. All right, so on 3, 1, 2, 3, regard.
Regard.
1, there you go. 1, 2, 3, regard.
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 So with everybody off mic, all right, if you say regard by saying foot, how would you say feet? If anybody knows, you can come off mic and say it. How would you say feet?
Salakia, sir.
Go ahead, Aqua Farah.
Is that regalia?
Regalia. Most High Christ. Give her a hand. And to make it plural, regalia. That's how you would say feet. All right. How would you say her foot? Her foot. How would you say her foot? If you know it, you can come off mic and tell me. How would you say her foot? What you got, Princess Tazara?
Regalha.
Regalha. Most High Christ. Okay. Okay. All right. How would you say her feet?
Salakia.
Salakia, sir.
Regalia.
Regalia. Most High Christ. Most High Christ. All right. And I heard you also as well, Aqua Dabara. That was you, right?
Sir.
Most High Christ. So how would you say his foot, his feet? How would you say his feet?
Regalia ka.
Try one more time.
Oh, no. Salakia. Regalia wa.
Regalia wa. Most High Christ. Give her.
Yep.
Good job. Good job. Good job. Good job. Good job. All right. All right. So next up is going to be heart. Next up is going to be heart. Let me. All right. So heart is lab. Heart is lab. All right. So on the count of 3, we all going to say it together. 1, 2, 3. Lab.
Love.
All right. 1, 2, 3. Lab.
Love.
All right. So how would you say, anybody can come off the mic and answer, how would you say their heart if you're talking to a group of brothers? You're talking you're describing or talking about the officers that's in Virginia. You're talking about their heart. Their heart. They have a heart to serve the Most High. How would you say their heart?
Salakia, sir.
Go ahead.
Would it be la'apma?
La'ap. Say it again. Hold on. Make sure you're right.
La'apma.
La'apma. That's correct. That's correct. I think it's that la'ah that I was hearing. I was hearing that no in there. But la'apma. La'apma. All right, Most High Christ, Most High Christ, Most High Christ. What if it's a group of sisters? What if it's the sisters in that? You talking about their heart? How would we say that?
Salakia.
Go ahead, Princess Tazara.
Labna.
Labna. Most High Christ. I guess. Good job, good job, good job. I told you it's gonna be easy class tonight. It's gonna be easy class tonight. Even though I think all y'all classes are getting easy because y'all are so good at it. All right. Next up is going to be I. It's going to be I. All right. So we're going to say I on the count of 3. I is Ayan. 1, 2, 3. Ayan.
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 All right. 1, 2, 3. Ayan.
Ayan.
All right. Go right on to the next one. We're going to go right on to the next one. I want us to get to these verbs and these adjectives. Next up is going to be ear. It's going to be ear. And ear is azan. Ear is azan. So we're going to count of 3. We are going to say ear. 1, 2, 3. Azan.
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 Sorry, Christ. 1, 2, 3. Azan.
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 Messiah Christ. All right, that'll work. That'll work. All right, next up is going to be jaw. And one of the most famous stories you'll see in the Bible where it's talking about a jaw, it's going to be talking about Solomon. I mean, not Salaki, not Solomon, but Samson. It's gonna be Samson. He took the jaw bone of a lion, and went in there and went to work on them Africans. All right. So the way you say jaw is lasat. Lasat. All right. So on the count of 3, 1, 2, 3, lasat.
Lasat.
All right. 1, 2, 3, lasat.
Lasat.
Osai correct. All right. What we got next? Next we got mouth. Now mouth is one again that we see all the time when we're going over the characters in the beginning. All right. And this is all mouth would be pop. All right. So 1, 2, 3, pop.
Pa.
Pa.
All right. 1, 2, 3, pop.
Pa.
All right. And how would you say shut your mouth? How would you say shut your mouth? That was a special request that we had last time we went over these. Who remembers how you would say shut your mouth?
Salakia. Mommy, do you want to handle this one?
Salakia. Paka cigar.
Paka cigar. All right. Paka cigar. Most High Christ. Most High Christ. Give our hand. Pa is mouth. That count in would be your. Paka, your mouth. Cigar is shut. So paka cigar. All right. And sometimes we got to shut our own mouth. Shut my mouth. That would be paya cigar. All right. All right. So I get from my phone all these notifications. I'm a senior citizen, but I like video games, so I'm playing Call of Duty. So that's the other brothers trying to jump on Call of Duty. Right? What you got, Princess Tyler?
You are not a senior citizen.
No, I'm not. Most High Christ. So you always make sure you let me know. You know what I'm saying? Most High Christ. Most High Christ. All right. Palm. The next one is going to be palm. All right. Palm. The palm is going to be cop. It's going to be cop. All right, so on the count of 3, 1, 2, 3, cop.
Cop.
All right, 1, 2, 3, cop. And what you notice about that cop, you notice that pa is not like the pa we just saw from mouth, right? It's not like the pa in the beginning that we saw from mouth, because this will be at the end of that word. So that's why that pa looks a little different, and it has a little staff on the end. All right. All right, Most High Christ. All right, next one. The next one is going to be your behind your butt. All right. All the talking Israel this week. It's all they've been talking about this week. You know what I'm saying? And how you would say that would be shatha. All right. Shatha. All right, so the count of 3. 1, 2, 3, shatha.
Shatha.
All right, 1, 2, 3, shatha.
Shatha.
Most High Christ. I see right now when we at pass, so I can't sit next to Princess Tazarah. She had me laughing. If I sit next to Princess Tazarah, I make sure I sit where I can't see her and she can't see me. We both be in there laughing. Most High Christ. All right, next up is gonna be beard. Beard. Now I know none of the sisters in here got no beard. You know what I'm saying? But the men we supposed to grow our beards out. All right. One day, a young man not gonna have a beard out the head. I can see it already. He gonna have a beard out the head. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, Princess Tazarah.
Daddy has a beard.
I know. Most High Christ. Most High Christ. You know what I'm saying? And that beard is gonna be Zaquan. All right, Zaquan. Now, some brothers can't grow a beard. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Some brothers are just starting out their beard and take a little time for it to catch on. Ain't nothing wrong with that either. But if you got one, we supposed to grow one. We not supposed to cut it off. I think how these devils done taught us to do, you know what I'm saying? So we can be less intimidating. So the way that you say that would be Zaquan. So we're going to say that on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Zaquan.
Zaquan.
All right. 1, 2, 3. Zaquan.
Zaquan.
So okay, there we go. Aquathara Pie drop. We got her back in. Most High Christ. All right. Next up is going to be your nose. All right, it's going to be your nose. And when you say nose, it's up. When you say nose, it's up. So on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Up.
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 1, 2, 3.
Ah.
All right. All right. So we get about to the end of it. We're gonna go through these next ones. But like I said, then we're gonna go over a couple of verbs and adjectives that we can actually use with these body parts. And the next time I get in here, we're gonna try to make us some sentences. Next time I get in here, we're gonna try to make some sentences concerning our body parts or how we feel and all that good old stuff. And like I said, slowly but surely, we're just gonna add more and more to it until we have full sentences in here. All right. All right. Next up is gonna be your tooth, which is gonna be shine. All right, it's gonna be shine. So on the count of 3, 1, 2, 3, shine.
Shine.
All right, 1, 2, 3, shine.
Shine.
Shine. All right. All right, I think he's still on mute. All right. Next up is going to be your tongue. Tongue. Just like the holy tongues, the LaShawan. All right. The holy tongue, LaShawan. LaShawan is going to be how you would say it, pronounce it. We're going to say LaShawan. Salakia. LaShawan is the root word for where they get that LaShawan. All right. And we're going to say it on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. LaShawan.
LaShawan.
1, 2, 3. LaShawan.
LaShawan.
Most High Christ. All right. Next up is going to be your arm. It's going to be your arm. And arm is going to be Zarawai. Zarawai. All right. So on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Zarawai.
Zarawai.
All right. 1, 2, 3. Zarawai.
Zarawai.
All right. Messiah Christ. All right. Next up is going to be leg. It's going to be leg. And the way that I kind of remember this, because it looked like karate to me. You know what I'm saying? We add that Y to that LaShawan. I want to say because that's plural. So it wouldn't be like when we're saying the holy tongue. I want to say that's going to be because that's plural when we're actually saying it. I'll get clarification on that. But it said, since you asked, I don't recall. I'm pretty sure that's the answer. But let me look in the book real quick. Let me look in my book real quick. Because I think what you're talking about, that word that you're talking about, it is going to be in a present tense. So it could, let me check that. That might be it too, but let me check real quick. I want to say it's because of how it's pluralized, but let me make sure. Let me make sure. That's a very good question. Because for the most part, when they rule with that Y, that would come in between the La and the Sha. It would be LaShawan. So I'm pretty sure it's going to be because it's plural is why we say LaShawan. All right, and this when they're getting old, being blind, come and play it. Hold on to your man. Okay. Oh, here we go. All right. 39, 56. So what I'm looking at right now is called your strong concordance. You can find all of your words. It's going to show you how many times the word is used inside the Bible. It's going to give you the root word, give you the way that it's being used in that word. Very helpful too. You can actually get these online. So you can have a digital one online. It is very, very helpful. That's another tool that I wanted to introduce to y'all too, also called two-word lookup. I'm actually I think I might try to share that on the link so that y'all will have it. And two-letter lookup. And you can put like the first 2 letters of any word, like in Hebrew, and you can put it in and it'll pull it up for you. So it's another tool that's very, very good, very good to kind of have on hand. All right, so when I look up tongue and hear, so Lucky, it's taking me a minute. I should have had to pull it up. I kind of had a feeling that was going to come up. All right, so when I'm looking at tongue and hear, you know, it's kind of like in plural, it's going to be LaShawan in plural, right? It's going to be in plural LaShawan, so that's why they have it that way. I'll double check on that just to make sure, but it is saying in here that in plural, that's how it's going to be. So in plural, it's actually showing LaShawn, okay, Tom. And then LaShawan is how it's showing it singular. So I'll get clarification on that, Aqua Azaraka, just to make sure, to see why we use LaShawan Qadash as opposed to LaShawn Qadash. So yeah, I get, and it's also saying that in feminine. So I want to say in the masculine is going to be LaShawan, which is why we use it for LaShawan Qadash. But I'll get clarification for you. But for right now, this the pluralization of it is why we say LaShawan as opposed to LaShawn. And no sweat. This is what we in here for. All right. So leg. The way that I remember leg, because to me it kind of look like karate. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I remember leg, and it's karai. Leg is going to be karai. So on the count of 3, 1, 2, 3, karai.
Karai.
Most time, karai. One more time. 1, 2, 3, karai.
Karai.
All right, and also Mataza, I always got my back. Said LaShawn refers to the tongue, but LaShawan refers more to language. Okay, Most High Christ. And that so that hopefully makes more sense to you. So, and again, you'll have certain words that's like that root word, but once you break it out, and again, it may have more applications. Like he's saying, LaShawan will be more so the language. Just how you have Amar and then Dabar as far as speak and spoke and say. How again, it just different applications of different meanings of that word. So, Tawada for that, Officer Mataz Akara. All right. Most time cry. All right, next up is going to be the knee. It's going to be knee. And knee is Barak. All right, so on the count of 3, 1, 2, 3, Barak.
Barak.
All right, 1, 2, 3, Barak. Most time cry. All right, now I want to go to again. I want to add. Some of these verbs you probably already have seen before. A couple of them you may not have seen, but I want to add this to our growing vernacular list, so that we can start again putting this stuff together and making sentences and all that good old stuff with it. All right, get everybody up on screen real big one more time. All right, and then find it. So now I got a question for everybody. Has everybody paid for Passover? Everybody ready for Passover? Kind of like, who ready? Most time, brother. I see it. Look like everybody ready to roll. I got my first sneak peek today of my garment. I hadn't seen it this whole time. I finally saw it today. So I'm ready to do that. I don't know what I'm gonna wear with it, but I'm ready to. I think I might be able to find something, though. I want to tell Bob, say she ready too. Yeah, I got my first little sneak peek of it. Now I gotta make sure I got crowns and belts and all the good stuff to go with it, but I think we might be all right. This crown I got on right here might be the one I end up wearing. Aqua Rice, I gotta know. I know, right? Every time I come home, I be sneaking in the house, right? And I be crinkling with the bags, and I look around the corner like, what you got now? All right, so we're gonna go over some of these verbs. Again, a couple of them you may have already seen before. And this is just, again, we're going to come back to these later on, so we'll be able to utilize this with some of the words that we've already learned, the body parts, the colors, just different words we've learned, you know what I'm saying, over time. And again, we're going to slowly but surely kind of mesh all this stuff together. And we're going to be, before you know it, we're going to be talking to each other. We're going to be talking to each other in Hebrew, and won't nobody know what we're saying, because them devils, they don't learn it like this. Them devils don't learn it like this, which is going to be what's so good about it. So good. Everybody's ready to roll. Let me pull it back up on here. Well, I don't see it on the screen. There it goes. All right, bet. So our first word is going to be open. All right, it's going to be open. All right, so what we're going to do is I'm going to see who wants to come off mic and say and tell me how you pronounce this. How would you pronounce open in the Hebrew?
Salakia.
All right, go ahead, Aqua Panah.
Patak.
Pathak. Okay, most sign correct. Go ahead and give it a try, Aqua Dabara.
Salakia, I was going to say Pasak.
Pathak. Most sign correct. I know we all going to say it together. 1, 2, 3. Pathak.
Pasak.
Most sign correct. Great job on that. Great job on that. And I that's what I would expect, because y'all read that Hebrew so well. This is light work right here. How would you say see? How would you say see? See is another one of those words again. So see, look. Again, it can have different now, if I was to put up like sight or saw, it would be a little bit different than just how the high tongue is. But see was be how would you pronounce see? Anybody want to come off the mic and tell me how would you pronounce see in the Hebrew?
Salakia, sir.
What you got, Aqua?
Ra'ah.
Ra'ah. Most High Christ. Most High Christ. On the count of 3, 1, 2, 3. Ra'ah.
Ra'ah.
Most High Christ. All right. Next up, we're going to have is raise. We're going to have raise. All right. The way that you would pronounce raise is rawam. Rawam. All right. So on the count of 3, 1, 2, 3. Rawam.
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 Most High Christ. All right. Next up is going to be lay down. All right. And you notice that lay down is very close or similar to it's like similar to like rest. So when you get to the root words of that, again, you'll get back to I think it's, we'll actually get back to the Shabbat if I'm not mistaken. But lay down is going to be shakab. Shakab. All right. So on the count of 3, 1, 2, 3. Shakab.
Shakab.
1, 2, 3. Shakab.
Shakab.
Christ. And I know you all know here. And because of Officer 50 Shabbat. You know what I'm saying? But that word, again, it can have more than one meaning to it. At the base is going to be Shemai. So on the count of 3, 1, 2, 3. Shemai.
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 1, 2, 3. Shemai.
Shemai.
All right, Most High Christ. All right, next up is going to be hate. They always say that we are a hate group, when in fact we are a love group, because we love one another and we teach our brothers and sisters how to love one another as well. The way that you would say that is Shana. Shana. So on the count of 3, Shana. It's a lot. I ain't even count that time. 1, 2, 3, Shana.
Shana.
All right. 1, 2, 3, Shana.
Shana.
Most High Christ. All right. All right. All right. Next up is going to be touch. All right. It's going to be touch. Some of these fake Israelite groups, they don't know what they can, what they supposed to touch, what they not supposed to touch. All right. The way that you say touch is nagai. Nagai. On the count of 3, 1, 2, 3. Nagai.
Nagai.
All right. 1, 2, 3. Nagai.
Nagai.
All right. You to wild box West Darapod. You want to jump off and jump back home? We're gonna be right here when you get back. All right. Next up is gonna be stretch. It's gonna be stretch. The way that you say stretch is nata. Nata. All right. So 1, 2, 3. Nata.
Nata.
All right. 1, 2, 3. Nata.
Nata.
All right. Next up is going to be lift up. All right. Lift up is, hold on. Lift up is tripping. But lift up is doing. All right. Lift up is Nasha. All right. So 1, 2, 3. Nasha.
Nasha.
All right. 1, 2, 3. Nasha.
Nasha.
All right. Next up is going to be the turn. All right. It's going to be the turn. And that's going to be Pana. Pana. So 1, 2, 3. Pana.
Pana.
1, 2, 3. Pana.
Pana.
Most High Christ. All right. Next up is going to be hit. It's going to be hit. And the way you say hit is Naka. It's Naka. So 1, 2, 3. Naka.
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 All right. 1, 2, 3. Naka.
Naka.
All right. We're going to get our now to hit some of them keys on that piano back there. You'll get her to hit some of them keys back there on that piano.
Gotcha.
Right. Next up. I always say them devils know exactly what they be doing. They be teasing us. See, a lot of their houses, they be having stuff like that. Just on GP. This little 25 grand back there sitting, ain't nothing. Next one gonna be damage. It's gonna be damage. The way that you say damage is shaka. Shaka. On count of 3. This is gonna be one of the Karaz is gonna say perfectly. The Tazai Karaz gonna say perfectly. You might let them all say it together. 1, 2, 3. Shaka.
Shaka.
All right. 1, 2, 3. Shaka.
Shaka.
Most High Christ. That ha is one of, again, it's not as easy to say. We're going to go over a couple of adjectives, and then we're going to go ahead and get to the scriptures. So the words we just went over, those are the verbs, you know what I'm saying? It's going to describe those nouns. Now we're going to get to the adjectives. Reason being, we're going to be able to use these to say, like, my head is hot, I'm cold. We really don't have a word for big in Hebrew, but we do have a word for great. So that word great is going to, we're going to go over that as well. So we're going to go over these right here. And then we're going to get into the scriptures. First one is going to be cold. For some reason, some sisters is always cold. That word cold is quar. All right. So on the count of 3, 1, 2, 3. Quar. I saw Aqua Dabarat laugh. You must be one of them sisters that always stay cold. You always stay cold? Most High Christ. All right. Most High Christ. All right. Some sisters stay hot all the time. Some of them stay hot all the time. In the good way, not the bad way. So the way that you would say heat or hot would be kham. Salat. Yeah, I said that right. Yeah, kham. So on the count of 3, 1, 2, 3. Kham. All right, one more time. 1, 2, 3. Kham. Most High Christ. And I gotta check if maybe I need to put an extra A in that. I'll come back. I'll check. I don't think I do. But I'll double check. Go ahead, Aqua, for now.
It's two A's.
That's okay. So it is 2 A's. All right, Most High Christ. Hold on. Make sure they match. All right, Most High Christ. The water for that, Aqua. All right, next up is going to be great. And so again, we don't really have a word for big or large. When it's talking about large, it's talking about like land and so forth. But as far as like size and presence, that in the Bible you're going to see Gadol. All right, so 1, 2, 3, Gadol. All right, 1, 2, 3, Gadol. Now, what do y'all notice that's unique about the spelling of that word? What do y'all see?
Salakia, sir.
Go ahead, Aqua, Ryan.
The wa.
Yep, that wa. So the same way how you have shalom, and when you spell out shalom, it's sha la, and it has the wa to make up for that sound, to make it roll together. That lam It's the same thing with Qadash. So if the fake Israelites were reading this, they would say got a wall. They would say got a wall. But we know that wall that's in there is added in there to pronounce that to make that rolling R sound or la sound. So Qadash. And it's kind of difficult because we don't talk like them. But the way that they talk, they add that in there to make up for like the dialect. All right. So that's going to be Qadash. So Most High in Christ. We got our back. Let's see if we can get it back up on screen. Hold on. Salakia. All right, we back. Okay. All right. Next up is going to be small. Now we do have words for small, like small in stature or small in size, and that word is going to be patan. Patan. So on the count of 3, 1, 2, 3, patan.
Patan.
All right, 1, 2, 3, patan.
Patan.
Sign Christ, Most High Christ, and you'll see that N, that na at the end. We don't get too many of those. But you see how it's a little bit elongated at the end. It can look like some of the other characters. But I know y'all got it because y'all are pros when it comes to reading this Hebrew. All right, next up is going to be strong. It's going to be strong. We might have people have strong hands or strong knees. So we're going to add strong to our vocabulary as well. On a count of 3. Go ahead, all right.
So we call alcohol strong.
Correct.
Why is that a different word?
It's a different word because it's saying it's this strong is more indicating to like strength. That strong, as far as strong drink, is actually strong drink. So that's why that's why it's different. So it's not like it's saying it's not like 2 words together. You actually have a word for strong drink. Now we say strong drink in here. When we say strong, that's more of us giving it a nickname as opposed to what is actually describing when you're saying that word like wine. So wine is yum yum. And strong drink is zakat, right? So it's like I said, so it's just a whole different word for it altogether. It's not like we're saying kazak then drink or like kazak yum yum. You know what I mean? So that's why.
Okay.
All right. All right. So on the count of 3, kazak. Now, most times when you see this, especially here in the school, brothers are gonna pronounce it kazak. But you can actually see the actual word number would be chazak. So on the count of 3, one more time, 1, 2, 3, chazak. And may he rise again. I always think about Trooper Kazakia. You know what I'm saying? Kazakia. And that word right there, when you're looking at Hezekiah in the Bible, that's where that comes from. That Kazak. All right, strong with the Most High. All right, Most High in Christ. All right, last one is going to be weak. It's going to be weak, and weak is rapa'ah. Rapa'ah. All right, so on the count of 3, 1, 2, 3, rapa'ah.
Rapa'ah.
Right. One more time, 1, 2, 3, rapa'ah.
Rapa'ah.
All right, so Princess Tazara got them Kazakh. She got them Kazakh baraks. You know what I'm saying? Kazakh barakim. You know what I'm saying? Other senior Akim and Akwati in the school might have some Rapah barakims. You know, they got some weaker knees. Yeah, nothing wrong with that. We all gonna work them out for the Lord, but you know that's why I put both of those in there. And again, hopefully we'll be able to again come back together and utilize these to make actual sentences and so forth out of. All right, so everybody get stuff in hand. Hopefully you took good notes. You know to come back up again. I told you I was gonna be a light class today. You know what I'm saying? Y'all have done a hell of a job this year. I'm leading up until now. Y'all done a hell of a job with the LaShawan Qadash. Let me get this off screen. Again, we're going to be reading at, hold on, I'm going to find out if there's a way I can change the color of this mouth. Oh, you're losing on this white screen. There we go. Close that. All right, everybody's back. All right, Most High in Christ. So we're going to be reading from Exodus chapter 12. Exodus chapter 12, starting at verse 6. We are right at 8:59, so we can at least get one verse up in there. At least get one verse up in there. We're gonna go from there. Aqua Fry, you gonna have a whole bunch of orders on these flags. I'm getting a lot of likes on this on the video I did.
The water sir, that was awesome.
I did see I Most High in Christ. Most High in Christ. We're gonna holler at you tomorrow. Probably might make up a special made for, but we've been asking about them, so you know. But the water for that. Let me get scriptures up on screen. There we go. All right. Did anybody get a chance to look at the Lexigos site, the Lexilogos site? Did anybody get a chance to play around with that? I know y'all had asked off sometimes Zachariah about last time he was teaching.
Concert.
Oh, you did? Most High Christ. Most High Christ. It's actually kind of neat. The more you use it, you actually kind of get used to typing with it. I'm still working on that part. You know, as far as Judah is concerned, if you can type without looking at the keyboard, you know, you are Albert Einstein in the Judite neighborhood. You know, so I've always been able to type, but so I'm trying to learn how to do it on that site. So that's a real neat tool to use if y'all get a chance to play around with it. All right. Okay. All right. So we're reading from Exodus chapter 12, starting at verse 6. We're gonna try to get everybody a verse in there. Aqua for now, if you don't mind, I'm gonna start with you. That way, if you got to cut out of here for the slavery, you'll be able to. Let me go ahead and get it up on screen. What I'm, if anybody else that's out there watching, what I'm using is the Blue Letter Bible. There are other apps that you can use. This is just the one that we kind of use on here a lot. It can be very helpful. If you can see that all right, Aqua, for now, let me know.
He's making it a little bigger.
I sure can. I can try. Let's see what we got. Hold on. It's crazy because on my screen it's huge. Hold on. Oh, my screen is bigger than what? Let me see. Hold on.
Oh no, it's good. I just expanded my screen.
Like there's a whole lot more words. I did it like that then. All right, so that should have made it bigger. Is that better?
That's a lot.
That's a lot. All right, let me know. You know, we gonna get it right. All right. Okay, if you're ready, knock them on
out. Is it yet? Wahaya.
Yep.
Lakam.
Yep.
Lamash Marath.
You got it.
I Bye.
You're right. Arabaya.
Okay. Ashar, Yawam, La Qadash.
You got it.
Nazar. Ma Katswa.
Washakatwa.
Athwa. Call. Quahal. Adath. Yasha'ala. Bayan. Ha'ai. Radiyam.
Ha'arabayam. Yep. Most High Christ. Give her a hand. Give her a hand. Aqua Dabara is back. She done got them spectacles. Most High crack. All right. All right. All right. So that was great. You stopped on Arabai. I thought you was going. You know what that word is, though, right? Aqua Vanah. When you had stopped on Arabaya, what does that sound like? Akkad, Shanya, Shalash.
It's a number.
There you go. Most High Christ. Most High Christ.
It's 4.
It's 4. There you go. Yep, you're right. I thought that's why you stopped, because you recognized it. All right, but okay, let's go ahead and read it in the English. Get back over here. All right, so we're going to read it in the English. This is Exodus chapter 12, verse 6. Arabaya. That's going to be the 14th. That's going to be the 14th. That's why, again, it looks so familiar. This is Exodus chapter 12, verse 6. And ye shall keep it until the 14th day of the same month, and the whole assembly of the congregation of Israel shall kill it in the evening. So again, this is just going over the way to prepare, that lamb that they were talking about. Again, the Most High has always been very specific on how we're supposed to do things. And that's another distinction or characteristic of us and our people. We become so nonchalant about things that are very, very important as a nation. It's part of the reason why we suffer the way that we suffer. You can kind of do your own thing. It really don't matter. Everything goes. And the more and more lax we got with that, the more and more the less control, the more chaotic our nation became as a people as a whole. And this is why we are where we're at now. All right. So great job with that. All right. Great job with that. What else we got? We're going to go right on to 7 next. All right, so for seven, Aquav Dabara. Put them spectacles at least put to use. Let's go ahead and do Exodus chapter 12, verse 7. I'm gonna get you to do Exodus 12, verse 7. How do you want it just like this on the screen, or do you want the forward forward inline on it? Forward inline?
Forward inline concert.
Most High Christ. All right, so this is the forward inline. And whenever you're ready.
Okay. Salakia, sir. I need some help with the first one.
Most High Christ. All right, so that first one, you got that. If you look at that root word, that root word is laquak. All right, so that's gonna be your root word. And so you have that wa, you have the laquak, and you have the wa at the end of it again. So what you got?
Wa laquakya.
Wa laquak, Most High Christ. All right.
Okay.
It's always easy. It's always easier than what it looks like. The Hebrew can be very intimidating when you look at it, but once you get to breaking it down, the way that y'all break it down is really just a matter of kind of knowing how to put that stuff together, when to stop, when to pause, when to add that ha, that ah, and then you got it.
Sir. Let's see. Mine.
You got it.
Hadam.
Dam is blood. Most High Christ.
Halanatwa.
What not now?
What not now?
What not now? Because
what not.
There you go. Yep, what not now? You got it. Most High Christ. All right.
Ow.
Yep.
Sun. Mm.
You got it. So look at your top, your sh, your fi, and your ya. You looking at that root word. That's what that is. I got you.
Shanathia.
Nope. Your root word is going to be shanai. But up top, you don't have that na at the top. So it's just going to be sh, fa, and ya. So shafia.
Shathia.
Most High Christ. All right.
Hamazat. Oh,
It's a little tricky. Mazawazaf.
oh, okay. Mazawazaf.
Mazawazaf. Yep. So Hamazawazaf. All right. And your next one.
Okay.
Oh, you try to get one too. Yeah, you try to get. Go ahead.
Okay. Mazaf.
Wazaf.
Was okay. Hamazawazaf.
Most High Christ. That was a tricky one. That old tongue twister right there. All right.
Aliyawa.
Was try one more time. You got what?
Wa.
Wow.
Wow.
Most High Christ. Yeah, you got read it backwards, I think. That'll work. That's all right. All right. What you got?
Okay. Hamazatwa.
Hamashakwa.
Hamashakwa.
Most High Christ. Good job.
Al.
You got it.
Habim.
I'm sorry to hear you.
Habatium.
Habathium. Most High Christ.
Ashar.
Yep.
Yakalia.
Yeah, I call one. Yep.
Yakawa.
You got it.
Salaki. I'm not sure about this one.
All right, so it's just gonna be afwa. You have your af, then your wa. Afwa. This is another way to say it. Afwa.
Athwa.
Afwa. Most High Christ.
Bayam.
Baham.
Baham.
Most High Christ. You have tough ones in there. You have some tough ones in there. Most High Christ. All right, so I'm gonna read it.
Yeah.
That afwa is one that we can use all the time. The afwa is just another word to say, another way to say it. Why I want afwa it. So awa, you can say awa afwa. I want it. All right. Most High Christ. And again, words like those, that's stuff that we can actually use on a regular basis. We can use it on a regular basis. All right. All right. So Exodus chapter 12 and verse 7. And they shall take the blood. That blood is that dumb. That dumb, one of our root words or one of our review words we had before, and strike it on the two. You were looking at that shanya for the two, but when you break it down in that form right there with the shafwa, and strike it on the two side posts and on the upper door posts of the houses, wherein they shall eat it. So the Most High was telling them to put the blood on the door. Again, going back to those specific instructions. Now, if you want to do your own way, I don't want to mess up my front door. I'm gonna put it on the back door. I'm just gonna put a little bit on the right side because I got decoration on the left side. well, then you would have suffered the same thing that Pharaoh and the firstborn had suffered, because you was doing it your own way. Ain't no Frank Sinatra's in Israel. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no Frank Sinatra's in Israel. Now the young Princess Tyler Rock know what I'm talking about right now. She don't know who I'm talking about. But that's all right. That's all right. That's all right. All right. So now we're gonna do Exodus chapter 12 and verse 8. Princess Tazarah. Princess Tazarah. I know you're ready to jump in there. I can see it on your face. You can't wait to get in here and get to read. Let's go ahead and get it. Let's go ahead and get it. And I think I told you, I told you, your dad, I was a little envious. I was a little envious of all the beautiful models that was on the site. You know what I'm saying? I was like, everybody's a model. They look good. They all. It's a lot. It's a lot. You did a great job, though. Great job. Great job. Great job. I'm very proud of you. Very proud of you, Akbar Tazarah. All right. So how you want it? You want to read it like this, or you want the forward inline?
I'm gonna read it like that. I'm using my phone.
Okay, let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it.
Law.
So I'm sorry. I'm sorry. What was the first? I'll wait on. What was the first one again?
Wa'akawa.
Wa'akawa. Yep. As.
Habashar.
Habashar. Most high correct.
Balayala.
Balayala. Yep. That's night, I think.
Hazah.
Hazah. You got it.
Hazalaya.
Most high correct. Tazaya.
Ash.
You got it. Tazaya. Ash.
Wama. Tazawaf.
Wama Tazawaf. Most high correct.
Al.
You got it.
Marayam.
Marayam. Yep.
Wa'akalawa.
Wa'akalawa. Most high. Give her a hand. Give her a hand. Give her a hand. Great job. Great job. Great job. I'm gonna read it in the English. That one Wa'akawa. That's that. I call is to eat or devour. Exodus 12. Exodus chapter 12 and verse 8. And they shall eat the flesh in that night. That's that lie that you read. They shall eat the flesh in that night. Roast with fire and unleavened bread, and with bitter herbs they shall eat it. Again, the Most High has given us instructions on what we need to do. Make sure you eat all your food. You know what I'm saying? Make sure, hey, you better get ready, get full. You know what I'm saying? Young man, cannot. I see you up in there. What going on, man? Most High Christ. That's my name right there. Most High Christ. Most High Christ. All right. Good job, Princess Tazarah. Good job. Good job. All right. And like we just got, I think Aqua Tharapaa had dropped out. Aqua I am get you to read the next 12. No, I'm just playing Aqua I'm just playing Aqua. We're gonna get you to read Exodus chapter 12, verse 9. Exodus 12, verse 9. She's getting ready to call Officer Mataz Akbar. Come here real quick. He ain't tripping. All right, Exodus chapter 12, verse 9. You get it up on screen. You want it like this, or you want the forward inline?
So, like I said, I read on my phone, so you find right there.
Most High Christ. Aqua said she know about that eating. That's all right. She got a healthy appetite. That's a good thing.
Okay. Al.
Yep.
Kawa.
Yep.
Mama Nawal.
Mama Nawal. Yep.
Na'a.
You got it.
Wabashaw.
You got it.
Mabashaw.
Yep.
Bamayam.
Yep, Bamayam. I know you know what that is, right? Yes, you do. What's ba? And what's my yam? Water.
Oh, God. I don't know.
Yeah.
For some reason, I thought in my head I was thinking yum.
No, I got you. I got you.
Kaya.
You got it.
Or ama.
Well,
Tazala.
you know what? Slovakia. Ama.
Ama. Tazalaya.
You right.
Ash.
Yep.
Ashwa.
Yep.
Al. Kara what?
You got it.
Al.
Yep.
Korabwa.
Most high correct. Man, good job. Let me check something real quick. To make sure I was right on that. Ama. No, it's gonna be It's It's not Ama. It's If it was Ama, it would have the ha at the end of it. So it's But good job. Great job. All right. So Exodus chapter 12, verse 9. Eat not of it raw. Eating stuff raw ain't never been our culture. That's some other people culture. That put some heat on that meat. And that is not our doggone culture. Eat not of it raw, nor sudden at all with water, but roast with fire. His head with his legs, and with the pertinence thereof. All right. So again, the Most High just giving us instructions on how to prepare this to get ready for what He's getting ready to do. That's a very, very important lesson. If we don't do our part, we prevent the Most High from fulfilling His portion, His part of it. And when we do our part, like disobey Him, He damn sure gonna do His part by making sure we see these curses like He has. So again, the water, y'all did a great job. Everybody get yourself a hand. I should know how to say that in Hebrew. Give is laquak. Yourself. I'm gonna figure out. I'm gonna start saying that in Hebrew. I think that's be one thing we're gonna start saying in Hebrew. Laquak yum yum. That's give hands. That might be how you say it. Laquak yum yum. Salak laquak yum. I'm fine. We're gonna get a little different. We're gonna start using that. You know what I'm saying? Again, start to do more and more Hebrew with our classes. We're gonna be teaching the brotherhood class, and they're gonna be logging in. What the hell are they talking about? What's language they speak? That's just how good y'all are doing, man. Y'all did a great job tonight. All right, so I'm gonna take this off screen. It's 9:22. Also, Mataz Akara said y'all did. Look, he said y'all did good. I know y'all did good. You know what I'm saying? That's like the Einstein of Israel. The Einstein of Israel said y'all did good. You know what I'm saying? We did a great job tonight there. Most High Christ. That's my nigga there. Most High Christ. All right. We're going to go around, make sure everybody is good. We're going to start with Akra for now in that beautiful, beautiful, luxurious house she got back there. You know what I'm saying? How you doing, Akra for now? And young man cannot.
The water for the compliments. It's so lovely.
Hey, I mean, you did a great job with it. I see it's still daytime over there where y'all at. You know what I'm saying? It looks awesome. It looks awesome.
Tawab class. We learned some new words, so that was fun.
Yep.
And everybody did a Tawab job.
Yeah. I think we right there at that point. We finna start putting it together, and y'all gonna see just how much y'all have learned. During this time that we've been teaching the class. I think it's gonna be really good. Y'all doing a great job. Young man cannot. What's going on, man?
Good.
You doing good?
Good.
What he say? What you say? I'm sorry.
He's not feeling too good. He got a cough going on.
Okay. Well, be careful. Get your vitamins, your juice, all that good old stuff. It's that time of year. I know for me, whenever the seasons change like this, it's that time of year. I'm on that Flonase and Emergency and Zicam and everything else to keep it at bay. You know what I'm saying? So I hope you feel better, little soldier.
The water.
Yeah, I can tell because he know me a ball of energy.
Mm-hmm.
Most High Christ. Most High in Christ. Princess Tazara, you did a great job tonight. You did a great job.
Gracias, the water.
How you doing tonight?
I'm 12.
You 12?
Yesterday I dissected a sheep eye. That was fun.
Oh yeah. Word. Ain't nothing wrong with that. They still did.
I was in bio.
They did that with us in school. I didn't know they still did it. They getting so skimp on the bread. I didn't know they were still cutting stuff up. That's all right. You want to be a veterinarian?
No, I want to be an X-ray technician.
X-ray tech? Oh yeah, they get paid pretty. I don't work with them before. That'll be all right. As long as you pay attention to detail, you'll be great at it.
Yeah, I've had a bunch of X-ray guns, so.
All right. I'm glad you got goals. There's nothing wrong with having goals. You did a great job in class tonight. And the water for joining us. Aqua for I.
Salakia, sir.
And how are you doing tonight?
I'm Tawab, sir. Sorry for the tardiness. A lot of stuff going on with my worldly family. My parents have been in and out the hospital, so
I know you've been working overtime, double time, trying to make sure Amma is doing all that good old stuff. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I like that background. That would look lovely on the shirt. I like that.
Good point.
Yeah, I like that. But that's what's up, though. I'm glad you was able to make it. The water for joining us. You know what I'm saying? You did a great job in class tonight. So the water, Yandaba, Makwa Tawaba. You know what I'm saying? We miss you on screen, but you always make sure your presence is felt, and you always helping out do a great job in class as well. Last but not least, Aqua Dabara. And how are you doing tonight?
Salakia, sir. I'm Tawab.
You Tawab? You gonna tell me where y'all was coming from tonight? You gonna tell me?
Nowhere near each other tonight.
Okay, all right. You gotta tell. It's all good. I'm still gonna be your brother. You gotta tell me. It's all good. You did a great job in class tonight. You did a great job. So Tawada for joining us. Y'all made it a very, very good class, like y'all always do. If nobody has anything else, I'm gonna go ahead and get y'all off screen so y'all can enjoy the rest of y'all Friday night. You know what I'm saying? The water for everybody joining us. The water. Y'all did a great job. I'm gonna start taking y'all off screen. The water. And if this was your first time, or maybe you just been watching in the background, this was the LaShawan Qadash. It wasn't magic. It wasn't a magic trick. I guarantee, I promise you, they didn't have a little cheat sheet. They was actually reading that Hebrew, and you can read it too. If you come to class, and like the Bible says, study to show thyself approved. You'll be reading that Hebrew the same way they were. We have all made strides, great strides. You know, the dog strides here in these LaShawan Qadash classes. And again, the water for everybody that joined us tonight. I'm gonna go ahead and get to these announcements. So like we did have somebody on Instagram, Pavan Kumarjan. You sound like Elon, but the water for joining us. You know what I'm saying? Again, the water for everybody to join. It was a great class tonight. We're gonna take what we learn, always compound, build on it, and again, eventually get to that space where we're able to communicate sentences, the whole nine, all in Hebrew, and you know, like it's supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? So again, the water for that. See if I can find my announcements. I was so into the class, I ain't pulled my announcements up, but we're going to get them now. We are the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. It started out at 1 West, 125th Street out of Harlem, New York. Under Commander John Yohana since 1969. We have been teaching the truth of the Bible. That truth being that all Blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans are God's chosen people. We are not affiliated with any Christian organization. We ain't gonna get swallowed up in here. We ain't finna rob and steal your money in here. We ain't finna touch your kids in here. You know what I'm saying? We also not affiliated with any fake Israelite group. You're not finna find no tassels on our t-shirt. You ain't finna hear no shalawams or no Shabbat shalom. You know what I'm saying? And we ain't no deviants of the sexual nature in here in the ISUPK. What you will find is the truth, and we are the home of the truth since 1969. You know what I'm saying? Rule for new brother, sister coming to school. They off limits for 6 months. They ought to be saluted on it. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. If they have an interest in a particular brother or sister, they're going to get permission from their head to court one another. After that 6 month period, then they will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment found in Numbers, chapter 18, verse 21, Malachi, Malachi, I also found in Malachi, means 10th or my Ishua in the Hebrew, a 10th of every penny that the Most High give you, you want to give to the Treasury Department. You can go right to ISUPK.com and pay your tithes. You know what I'm saying? Pay your tithes. So long we've been giving our money to them lying pastors and priests and imams and political contributions and so forth. And what has it got you? Trust in the Most High and do what the Most High is saying and watch what happens. You know what I'm saying? So again, there is also a free will offering that you can give to the priest fund. It's not mandatory in whatsoever amount that you would like. What else? Holy convocations. We got the Feast of Purim coming up. March 13th, March 14th. Y'all stay tuned to see how we gonna get together and make that happen. Again, call that number 757-550-1204. It is not just there for decorations for something nice to be going across the screen. It has a real function. If you need counseling, you need whatever, that is what that is for. You want to know what's going on with the school, current events, and so forth. Call that number 757-550-1204. If you are in Virginia or the Virginia area, and it's going to be a brother that's going to answer that phone and change your life for you. You know what I'm saying? It's going to change your life for you. If a brother wants to be a trooper, wants to be like Officer Yabakar, a brother want to come in here and be like Officer Yabakar, Officer 5000, Yerusha Mark, you want to be like Cap, you want to be like Officer Mataza Quran. It all starts with you getting in all black, black boots, shirt, headband, war scarf, pants, shirt, ready to go to war. You know what I'm saying? Coming in, I'm starting your career as a priest and prophet of the Most High. All right, sisters, y'all can't be priests and prophets. You know what I'm saying? But you can damn sure be part of this school. And I'm coming in and contributing how Aqua and in the house on the ties I say, put your brick in. You know what I'm saying? Come on in and put your brick in. All right. With that, we are the Israelite School Universal Practical Knowledge. Again, we are the water for everybody joining us. Y'all can tune in tomorrow for the Avodah Shabbat. Make sure y'all are liking, sharing. Share these videos, share these classes. The Most High is wrapping this place up. He's wrapping this place up. Every day is more and more chaos. Every day it's another social service Elon Musk, richest man in the world, is getting rid of. You know, he got to keep them billions rolling in, so he gonna make sure he take them pennies out your pocket. You feel me? So you make sure y'all are sharing these classes. Your family ain't gonna have no issue sharing such and such at the Christmas party, at the birthday party. You're gonna be here, you know what I'm saying, for Mother's Day, be here for Father's Day. You ain't have no problem doing that. So you make sure you do your due diligence, you do your job as far as sharing and spreading this word. You feel me? It doesn't cost you anything. Don't cost you anything. But the rewards, the incentive on it are great. The dog. You know what I'm saying? So the water again for everybody joining us tonight. This was the LaShawan Qadash class. And with that, we will give a courtesy salute to all the brothers out there. Yahweh to all the Akim and to all the Akwati and to all the sisters out there. Yahweh Shema, Thamba, Shem Yahweh Shah. Again, the water for everybody joining us tonight. See y'all again Monday. We got the history class on Monday, 7 p.m. We got the brotherhood class on Tuesdays, and on Wednesdays. Bring your questions. Don't come with no garbage, but you can damn sure bring your question, and you're going to get an answer from Captain LaShawan. You know what I'm saying? Being here every Friday for the LaShawan Qadash. And with that, Shalom, Israel.
Welcome to Atlanta. Christ is Officer 5000, Jeremiah, the camp leader of Atlanta. Passover 2025, starting April the 9th, we got the lamb slaughter. April the 10th, we got General Muhammad's class. April the 11th, we got the black party that's going to have the Hebrew graduation. April the 12th, in Atlanta, Georgia, the 56th annual Passover, the only Passover under Commander Junior Hunter.
Our great and holy King has honored us for turning our lives from the darkness to the light, man. There's no greater gift you can receive than to wake up to the truth and then commit your life to saving your brothers, man. Looking in their eyes and seeing their faces and seeing what they've suffered and what they've gone through and seeing the end of it, man. It is a guaranteed seat in the kingdom of heaven, man. So in the name of our King Yahushua, we dedicate us another Passover of brothers and sisters' lives being saved.
April the 13th, we got the Feast of Unleavened Bread. Shalom.
Hey, listen, brothers and sisters, man, if you like what you hear, hit the subscribe button, man. Subscribe to this channel. And also, please, go to ISUPK.com and pay your tithe. Drop me some cash so we can move around this planet like we need to, man, and do the things we need to do.
They're one West. They're one West. They're one West.